Hey, it's Desi. Thanks for watching. Today I'm making Blintzes, a treasured family recipe that my Aunt Jenny taught me. Stay till the end to see how we make it differently. Thanks for watching. To make this recipe, you need 2 cups of milk, 4 eggs, some coconut oil, Crisco or butter, cinnamon, and 2 cups of flour. I also have a larger recipe in the description box. This is all the ingredients you need to make the batter. You can do it quick and easy in a blender, but you could do it by hand just as well. I'm adding 2 cups of whole milk. I've only tried whole milk in the recipe, so I can't speak to how it would come out with any other milk. I'm adding 2 cups of flour, a little bit at a time, probably a half a cup each time, and whisk it in well. So check the consistency. It looks a little thick, so I'm going to add another 1/4 cup of milk to thin this out just a little bit more, but I would start off with the two cups of milk. I think it might be the King Arthur's flour. It might be a little drier or something. So this is the consistency that it should be, nice and thin and a little runny. Maybe you could gauge it better seeing it fall off the spoon. Now I'm going to make the cheese filling. Whisk 1 egg so it incorporates nicely. I'm adding 15 ounces of ricotta cheese, which is what my Aunt Jenny uses. My grandma liked to use the farmer cheese. And in metrics, it's 425 grams. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon to taste. This makes it a little sweet without adding sugar. I have a tendency to like things on the sweet side, but this filling is delicious without sugar. Okay, while the batter's resting, I'm gonna go take my doggies for a little walk. Okay, time to make the blintzes. My auntie used Crisco, but for health reasons, I'm using coconut oil. Both of them have a higher smoke point and will make your blintzes more successful. I'm using a crepe pan, and on medium heat, add a ladle full of batter and pull it away from the fire as you're swirling it around so it doesn't cook until you're ready. For some reason, the batter was too thick. I should have trusted my judgment. I think it might have been because I used a different brand of flour. It might have been a little drier than all the other times I've made it. So like I said earlier, I would use 2 cups of milk, but you might need to add another 1/4 cup if needed. I'm showing this a couple of times so that you could see the mistakes that could happen and that can be easily fixed. Cook it for about 30 seconds on the first side and then flip it and cook it for about 15 seconds on the second side. It's okay to place them right on top of each other because you're going to cook them a second time. Oiling the pan every other crepe works perfectly. You could use a regular nonstick frying pan. Just make sure that it has a really good nonstick surface. This is about a 9.5 inch pan. The bottom of the pan says 24 centimeters, so whatever that converts to. See there, I was a little short on batter, and it's okay to add a little more to fix it. Don't be discouraged, you might make a little mistakes, but that's okay. Watch this one. I turned it a little too fast and it broke. Ah, it broke, but that's okay. I still used it. I just made the blintz a little smaller. Now it's time to fill the blintzes. I used a tablespoon for each. You could probably use a tablespoon and a half and roll it in thirds. And this creates a flatter surface and it allows it to get crispy. Don't worry about it oozing out. The edges will be so delicious and crispy, and you're just frying it in very little bit of butter or olive oil. I actually used a combination of butter and olive oil so that it doesn't burn so easily. You actually only need a little bit. I went a little crazy with the oil. This pan is a little too nonstick. It's a little slippery. And just peek under the underside to make sure that it's done to your likeness, and flip when it's ready. Look how crispy and delicious it is. The edges are my favorite. That's where it's the crispiest. Serve it with sour cream and applesauce or your favorite topping. You could add some blueberries at the last couple minutes right over the top. We're always excited to have these. They're a great treat and they're frugal too. Check out my description box below for the different batch sizes. And the uncooked ones you freeze well, and you could also have it for the next day as a lunch or a wonderful breakfast. The leftovers fry up in 5 minutes or so, so they make a great weeknight dinner if you make it ahead. And look at this awesome breakfast. This would be great for brunch or a wonderful holiday meal. Thanks for watching. Take care till next time. Happy cooking.